I was in the Netherlands, living as an au pair for a family of pilots. I was able to travel quite a bit on my days off, and on this weekend I was headed to Berlin for a quick getaway. My plan was to couch surf, something I had done several times at this point, staying on the couches of strangers I had found online who offered to host me. Each journey I had taken had started with an hour-long bike ride to the train station nearest the little village where I stayed, then a trip to a new city to explore. This journey, however, would start a little differently. This time, my trip began with an announcement that the train I hoped to ride had caught on fire at the station before mine, a train which would not be followed with a replacement until the next morning. That was frustrating, but initially fine, I thought, until I realized that meant I had nowhere to go. To get back to my little village meant an hour bike ride, alone, at night, in the dark. There were no streetlights to lead the way home. The city was busy at first. There were still people walking around listening to a concert series in the market square. But as it got later, the crowds parted, leading some home and leaving others to leer at young women walking without a destination. When I had started my journey, my lightweight jacket had more than sufficed. Now the temperature had dropped, and I could see my breath coming in panicked bursts. I knew I was not in a place that would be safe overnight. Using the little money I had with me, I bought a ticket to the next largest station nearby, a college town called Utrecht. I had been there once, and while I knew leaving my home station would be disorienting, I also knew the larger station had brighter lights, more people, and I hoped a police presence. I slept on a park bench that night, frozen and nervous, but with a sense of comfort, knowing that my new position perched atop my backpack was within the walking path of the policeman's rounds at the larger station. I slept fitfully for a few hours until the clock struck 6 a.m., the time the terminal opened for the day. I thawed out on the train that morning, a new adventure awaiting me at the end of the line, one which I knew I could conquer on my own.